Allow me to show you something.
Congratulations! You're now ready to move up to the next level. Level 2 Bridge is a version of the game that skips the full bidding process and just requires you to make one bid for the contract you think you can make. In order to do that effectively, you'll need to judge the strength of your hand, and the simplest way of doing that is by counting something called high card points. Now, these aren't used in scoring, they simply help you judge the strength of your hand. We count 4 points for an ace, 3 for a king, 2 for a queen, and 1 for a jack. As you can see, there are 40 high card points in total in the deck, so each player's fair share would be 10. Most deals don't work out that way, however, and one partnership will usually have a majority of the points. In Level 2 Bridge, we use the high card point count to determine which partnership will set the contract and which will be defending. Once the first hand is dealt, each player counts their high card points and announces the total to the table. The pair who have the fewest high card points between them will be the defenders. Meanwhile, the player in the opposing partnership with the most high card points will be declarer, and their partner will be dummy for this hand. If the high card points are split 20-20 between the two pairs, deal again. Declarer now gets to set the contract for the hand. To do this, they'll need to see the dummy, so when playing live, their partner should put the dummy down immediately, rather than waiting for the first lead as is normal in other forms of bridge. When playing online, dummy should message declarer with the details of their hand. Now, declarer, looking at both their own hand and dummy, decides which suit they would like to be trumps, or if they would like to play a no trumps. We'll give you a couple of hints on how to make this decision in a minute. Once they've decided that, they should choose the level of their contract, how many tricks they're electing to make, remembering the bonuses for the game contracts of 3 no trumps, 4 hearts or 4 spades, and 5 clubs or 5 diamonds. Now the player to the left of declarer leads to the first trick, and play proceeds as before. At the end of the hand, figure out the score. You'll find a link in the description below this video to a scoring table for Level 2 Bridge. If declarer fails to make at least the number of tricks required by their contract, give the defenders 50 points for each undertrick. Keep a running total of the points and decide amongst yourselves the point at which the game should end, and the pair with the highest total become the winners. In the next module, we'll introduce you to some ways in which you can assess how good your hands are. To get you playing, though, here are a couple of quick tips on how to choose your contract. If you want to choose a trump suit, your hand and the dummy should have at least 8 cards between them in that suit. Remember the majors, hearts and spades, score more than the minors, clubs and diamonds. And you need fewer tricks to make a game, so if you have similar holdings in a major and a minor suit, choose the major as trumps. If there's no clear suit to choose as trumps, you might want to play a no trumps, but watch out for suits where you have no high cards and not very many cards. Your opponents might be able to take a lot of tricks in these suits. As a general guideline, if the two hands together have 25 or more high card points between them, you will often be able to make a game contract, so you should bid game and try to get those big bonuses. You might need more high card points if your best suit is in clubs or diamonds, because you have to make 11 tricks for the game contracts in the minor suits. So when this is the case, think about whether you should play a no trumps. You only need 9 tricks for game there, but again, watch out for danger suits. Where you don't have enough points or probable tricks to make game, it's better to play in part score contracts and to get a score for your side than to bid a risky game and fail to make it. We'll look at evaluating hands in more detail in the next module. BBO, which we mentioned earlier when talking about ways to practice online, has a tool that will help you to practice judging how many tricks you can take by choosing the strain in which to play, a trump suit or no trumps, and then picking a contract and playing it with an AI partner. You don't even need to sign in to use it, just click the link in the description of this video. You can also use BBO to play Level 2 Bridge with your friends online, just as you did with Level 1. To do this, log into BBO and select the Casual option, followed by Start a Table. Set up your privacy options as shown, go to Reserve Seats, type in your name and those of the other players, and click Start Table, Relaxed Game. When the cards are dealt, each player can type into the chat box how many high card points they have, so that you know which pair play the contract and which are defenders. Dummy should then message their hand to declarer, and you'll have to use separate messaging software for this. BBO won't allow partners to communicate via chat. As with level 1 bridge, the other players then pass in turn, allowing Declarer to place their one bid, followed by 3 more passes. Now the player to the left of Declarer leads, and off you go. Thanks for watching, and once you feel comfortable with the game mechanics of level 2 bridge, join us for the next module, where we'll be looking at hand evaluation in more depth.